That's right. It is Hollywood Live today, and we got a lot of things going on. We got a lot of people. We cannot wait. A little bit later, we've got the Almanac coming up. We're really excited about that. You're like, Almanac, what? It's the 2025 Almanac coming out actually, it's already out. Yeah, it's already out. You can actually get it right now as we speak, and you can have fun with that. The Almanac, a lot of things. A lot of people go, wait, what? Why? And I go, well, you don't know. You don't know what it has. And it has a lot, So we're going to be talking about something with someone who knows a lot. She's the editor over there. She's really smart. She's actually one of only a couple of women, I think, of the, what is it, like since the 1700s, this has been around. Carol, we're going to talk to Carol a little bit around the corner. So excited about that. We'll be talking about that. We'll be also talking about, they also have something else for the kids. Love it. The Old Farmer's Almanac. Okay, it's right there. The for kids. Yeah, didn't know that. That's new. That fuck's so cute. So there you go. We got Jess over there. What's going on, Jess?
Good morning. Yes, I'm already missing Halloween. I'm waiting 364 more days.
Oh, I see. You were right. You're okay. What'd you do, by the way?
I just worked. But I like to see my wife. She likes to pass out candy, so that's what makes me happy.
Oh, that makes sense. Also, if you're watching, please comment. We can actually bring your comments up on Facebook. That's the only one that we can bring up. Other than that, we cannot bring up anything else. So sorry about that. I don't know why. We're working on it. We're working on a couple others also. We're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on LinkedIn, and we're also on YouTube. And we're coming to something. I don't know what we're coming to. TikTok has a thing, but it's not ready yet. And I think there's something else. I just don't know what it is. Anyway, and Applebee's is coming up. They have a great special. If you're in the Beaumont and Banning area, you're definitely going to want that. And yeah, what do you got, Jess?
Oh, there's for me, official movie season doesn't start till next weekend, which a Christmas movie actually will be blowing up. Not literally, but it'll be coming out. I don't know whether it'll be good or not, but you know what? It looks like a fun ride.
What are we talking about?
We are talking about Red One with Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans. You know what I'm talking about?
I do. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of that person where I go, I kind of want to see it. My mother's watching Closer. Okay, I don't know if you know what Closer is, but he was on that, and a bunch of others. So, and then Dwayne, and the reindeer. And isn't there a snow like Polar? There's Polar. Polar is he's big. So that looks good. When's that out?
It comes out next weekend on Friday, next Friday. So I'm looking forward to it. You know what? I just need some fun movies in my life right now.
I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was in December it was coming out. So they're early. Right? Because it's a winter, right? Isn't it? It is, right? It is.
Well,
yeah.
There's quite a few movies coming out within the next couple weeks that will be challenging it. So I'm assuming they just want to get it out early.
Moana is out. It's all about the kids.
Moana comes out in 3 weeks.
They think it will be
2 weeks.
Oh, is that when it's out? Okay. They think it'll be what was the one that it was called? Inside, the second one. Inside Out? Yeah, that one. They think it'll beat that. They say it's gonna beat it. There's really nothing out. There's nothing out.
No, on November 22nd, Wicked will be coming out.
Oh, that's something.
I'm not a big musical person, so everyone who likes that, yay. And then Gladiator 2, I'll probably end up seeing that one.
Oh, I forgot. Okay, there's something coming out. I forgot about that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. During Thanksgiving, there were a couple where I actually wasn't that person, but like early in my life, every Thanksgiving, there was nothing for me to do. There was nothing for me to nothing. And so I would actually go to the theater and spend the day there, right? And I would see whatever came out around that time. So usually that was they call it the Thanksgiving audience, right? This year we got the auto show coming up, so yay on that. We're going to be featured some stuff there. I know you're thinking entertainment. How's that entertainment related? It's not. But Ricardo Rodriguez actually and a bunch of us that are in the press, as I say, are going to be giving out awards. So we're going to be putting that up. Yay. Excited about that. Oh, and also if you're in the area, you're gonna want to go 100%, and because there's gonna be a lot of vehicles there. Jess, you never go, right?
No, I haven't had a free weekend in a while because I'm always doing something, either something my wife wants me to do, or or just either working, since we do the high school footballs here, and I think college. I can't remember.
That makes sense.
Somebody has to be here.
That makes sense. Yeah, somebody's got to be there. So, that makes sense. That makes sense. Around the corner also is 2020. You know, I'm glad we're talking about 2025. I'm gonna bring that up real quick because there is something we're working on. I'm not sure I don't know. Because one year we did it, and then the next year we did, like, actually we didn't do it on the air, but I have it depends if we get advertised. If we get advertising, I think, although I don't think you're gonna want to work that day, but we have the Rose Parade. But if we get advertising, we could pay for that time and pay for you to be there to help us out while the Rose Parade is going on. We could broadcast from the Rose Parade because we have, Jose Yoa, which is known as the Latino cyber guy, has access to the Rose Parade. Did you know that?
I did not know that. To be honest, I can't quite picture what the Rose Parade, those with those giant flower thingies, right?
Yeah, every year.
Okay.
Colorado. Huge. So hard. I did one year, and then the next year he had, but I was like, oh, and then I got a call and they said, don't do it, or we don't have the time. And I go, oh, I get it. So I was like, what do I do? I was in the middle, couldn't do it. So there you go. That's the answer. But this year I have an idea. If we could just get someone to pay, because it is a lot of money, to have someone on a New Year Day, which is the 1st of January. So I don't know. We'll see. But I got an idea. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's pretty much life as of right now. There's a lot of things going on. But there you go. But here it is. I'm already thinking about 2025 because of the almanac. And so that's going to be up around the corner. Super excited about that. So excited. We'll see what happens. So there you go. You know what I wish they could say? I wish it could say what's going to happen in life with everyone, right? Because they say a lot. I was looking at some of the stuff that they're going to talk about, or they may not. Bees and other things that are happening in the year, like weather and other things that you go, whoa. But they know ahead of time what's going to happen in the world and how, like, to plan for it, especially if you are gardening. So they go, okay, this is good around this time. This is good around this time. So they have a forecast. I'm not sure this is going to come up, but they have a forecast. Oh, there it is. The forecast for this year and next year. Okay. So that's in the almanac. Yeah, and AccuWeather. Who knew? So, but that's like an overview. I think that's going into 25 because it's like over here, wet. Over there. Oh. And they have something I want to ask about, and I have a question on. Do you know where to buy for cheap, Jess?
Cheap what?
Like just cheap?
No,
like
I do not.
Land? They have it.
Oh, really?
They call it farmland, but they go an acre. How much does an acre cost? Right? No one knows. No one knows.
Depends on the location. I've been always looking for land because maybe I want to start a farm. I don't know.
Then you're going to want to listen to this because here it is. I'm going to bring it up. I'm doing a little like ahead of time. They may talk about it, they may not talk about it, but check this out. No one knows this. In there, if you could read that, if you're on your phone, I don't think you could read that. But there are certain land in certain areas where you go, they're how much? And then, like, I'll give you an example. Our friends in Canada. We love Canada. We love our friends in Canada. It says here in Ontario, Canada, I'm assuming it's like 17,000 for an acre. Yeah. Which you go, all right, I get that. But do you know that in Iowa, I cannot read it right here, but it's like $7,000 low? For that, I put a boxable and I'm good to go. You know what I mean, Jess?
Right. I would totally do that, but then I would have to look for work around Iowa.
That makes sense. Yeah, but for, again, $7,000, you probably could, like, I don't know. I kind of think that's a thing. I could be wrong, but put a boxable on there. You could live there. You're good to go. Now, I don't know about plumbing. Don't know. Got no clue. But there's got to be a way to, like, figure it out to do it on land. It's an acre land, which is a lot. You go, there are bugs and other things. You go, yeah, but it's Iowa. Now, is Iowa like, I don't know. I want to bring that map up again. By the way, big shout out to our people in social media. Thank you. Oh, and Stephanie says this about, says that red one looks pretty good to see. So Steph is agreeing. Anyone else got a comment on that? Let us know. All right, so there you go. But there you go. So we'll talk around the corner. Super excited about that. Applebee's coming up next. Excited. So, but yeah, you could buy land in certain parts of the U.S. for real cheap. I go, why is it cheap? But it's right there in the almanac. So like lots of land. There you go. But I say put a boxable on land and you're good to go. Because it's only, you know, if you think you do the math, 7,000, okay, 8,000 for land of an acre in Iowa. And then boxable, $50,000. So under 60,000 for your own little place on a piece of land. Is it cold or hot? I want to know that. Now in California, they have a little piece right there, and I go, ooh, what's that? And I don't know what it is, but it's something. And I go, I want that. I don't know why I want that, but it's right there. So there's the cheat sheet. Ooh, did it wrong. So sorry. But there you go on that. Okay, so there you go. That's the answer. But I think you're gonna love it. I think you're gonna love it. And that's the answer. So in California, there's something here, and if I could read it, it says it's pretty like nothing. And then you go, why? Is it hot there? Why am I doing that thing? I'm doing that thing again. I don't know. Anyway, there you go. That's the answer. I'm messing it up, but there you go. That's the answer. So I like it. I think you should like it. And there you go. And that's the answer. But, you know, will you like it? Who knows? It's cold there. Where's Iowa on the map? Can you point out? I don't know where it's at. It's cold, though. That's all I know.
Oh my God, we're doing a geography lesson here. I have no idea.
I know. Which one is Iowa? Point to it. Go, that one's Iowa. All right, so there you go. Anyway, it looks good. It looks great. It looks wonderful. We're gonna have the editor-in-chief around the corner on that. Carol is up. We got Applebee's coming up, and we've got a lot of other things. And by the way, very important, very important. And I don't know if you know this. I talk about it all the time, and I don't know why. I think Bill's like out because he's not caring about football, but you really should, because he could still win a trip to Super Bowl. But whenever I mention it, have you noticed it? He's like, I don't know about that. And it's on the app, so it's right there. $10. If you spend, go you get 10 entry towards the chance to. I'm not gonna lie, I thought they chose who's going to Super Bowl. Who's going to Super Bowl this year, Jess?
I have no idea. I don't think they've chosen the teams yet. They're still going.
You know what I mean? Who's going to win? I after the Dodgers, I'm like, no clue, got no clue. So there you go.
Yeah, no clue. I've never been a heavy football user, and the only reason I would watch the Super Bowl is for, the commercials.
Yeah, the commercials. yeah. So there you go. That's the answer. You know what I saw, by the way? Finally, all the way through, Venom. I saw Venom.
Okay, we're gonna have to discuss about that later.
Okay, here's a question I have though. Did you know that Tom Hardy actually wrote number 2 and number 3? No one knows it.
I know he had some work in it. I do know that.
Yeah, story by him and another guy. So I go, wait, what? Did you know that out there in social media land? Did you know that? I didn't know that. I go, wait, when was Tom Hardy, who plays Venom, a writer? Well, I looked it up. He did a short way when, like early 2000, and then somehow he got big. So I go, what? He did a short and he wrote it, and he's a writer. Now I know he did a comic. The comic's coming out. I think they pushed it. Somebody said it might be pushed to next year. I go, well, okay. But did you know Tom Hardy, who has been in a lot of films, very muscle, very can go down on the mat and beat you, is a writer? I did not know that. I almost want him to say, like, this is how I write. And what did you contribute to the Venom? Because I'm not going to lie, there were some things that go, oh, I have a question on that. I like the new that joined. What? There's more than just Venom, just in this one. You really got to pay attention to that. But there were a lot at the theater, and it was on a Monday. And I was like, whoa, a lot of people. And like, it was only like $6. You know why? I'll tell you why. Some theaters do that. Other theaters do not. All right, we got Applebee's coming up next. We'll be back with more right after this.
Take KMET 1490 AM with you every...
As the sun rises on a new NFL season, it shines on the newest franchise in the league, Applebee's Grill and Bar. They're out to create a dynasty, but to do that, you need to train. To serve the best, you need to recruit the best. Starting with a franchise quarterback turned franchise server to lead this team one table at a time, Brock Purdy, or as we like to call him, Mr. Relevant.
The Applebee's system it's like a whole nother language.
50-cent boneless wings on two. Ready? Break.
You know, you got to come in and study it. And when you spent your whole life throwing spirals, it's a bit of an adjustment to start serving.
Yes, this new partnership with the NFL has been really interesting. We've been trying to work through some issues.
Thank you.
Thank you.
With service taken care of, next up is fast-paced delivery, and few are as explosive as Saquon Barkley.
New teammates, new playbook, new organization. I have something to prove this year.
A rushing superstar that can't be touched, like a spicy plate of boneless wings.
Oh, excuse me. You forgot our wings. Saquon, I don't know, he's getting the hang of it. Only time will tell.
And there's no point in adding the right talent without the right leadership.
We're more than servers. Feel the energy coursing through your veins.
Which is why Applebee's brought in Coach Dan Campbell to take the coveted role of assistant shift manager.
Now that I'm on this team, we're going to have a different level of production. I move faster than that.
Bringing a level of intensity that is as inspiring as it is feared.
I'm all about friendly competition in the workplace.
Anything else?
I'm coming for you, Craig. Next month, this is my wall. We're going to be working 7 days a week. But yeah, we're about to turn this thing up.
The ingredients for a successful season are now on the table. But just like an appetizer, this season is just getting started. On the next pre-seasoning, team dynamics take a turn thanks to a new prospect.
Today, we stand on the brink of greatness.
Old habits die hard.
Hey, Brock.
And not everyone loves the boneless wings.
So fresh, so fast, make it Applebee's tonight.
That's right. It is Applebee's, and Applebee's got a lot of things going on. Applebee's, what's going on?
Good morning, Aaron, Jesse, and all the KMET listeners. Well, we got some really great news about those Rams, which we sponsor on KMET every game, and they are on a 3-game winning streak. So we've been handing out the 20%. We've been doubling up. That's right. KMET listeners get a 10% discount off all regularly priced items all the time. But when the Rams win, we double it up to 20%, and we've been doing that for 3 weeks now. And that's great. They're back to 500, 4-4. They're back in the playoff picture. It's a wonderful thing. And they play on Monday, which is Veterans Day, which is the busiest day of the Applebee's year. That's a segue for you. Is that the Veterans Day? We're going to hand out this coming Monday. We're going to hand out probably about $8,000 worth of free food to all your veterans, and we really want to give back because those veterans have given us so much.
Okay, well, we're excited about that. There's a lot of good things over at Applebee's. I'm looking at it right now. I'm not going to lie. That burger at the top looks really good. I'm looking at the app again. Go to Applebee's on your phone or your mobile device, and you'll see right there. You can also do it online, although I don't know how many do that. But if you're at work and you're listening, definitely type in Applebee's.com. You'll see it. They have a lot of orders there. This one says, get your Applebee's favorites to go. Best spot in the neighborhood to go. Order online or download the app to carry out all your favorites for a quick and delicious dinner at home. Really good for that. And then you've also got some other things which are really good. I'm not going to lie, it's November, so a lot of people are in the planning stage. And I've been seeing some places actually say, hey, we're planning for, around the corner. Everyone's going to be either at home or visiting or like preparing a meal. Do you guys have any specials coming around the corner for it, or not really?
Well, the holiday hours are up, and so we are going to be closed on Thanksgiving and Christmas. Those are the only 2 days that we are closed, and we've already started our gift card promotion. So that is, you buy $50 worth of gift cards, you can get $10 bonus card, and we'll be doing that for the next over 2 months still.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie that because I do see this: buy $50 in gift cards, get a $10 bonus card. It says 100% approved by an elf, which is good. Which I know there's a movie everybody's looking forward to. And again, I'm gonna bring that up really quick. If you're in social media, please let us know what you think. Red One looks good according to Stephanie, and I don't know. Do you have anything ready for any of the stuff that's out there, Bill?
As far as Christmas gifts, yeah, absolutely. This is the big time of year to buy all your loved ones and your favorite servers at Applebee's. You can get them the gift cards, and like I say, $50 gift card. Every $50, you get a $10 bonus card.
Okay, that looks good. I see the Applebee's Pick 6 free boneless wings on Sunday. It says equals free wings on Monday. Whenever there's an NFL Pick 6 on Sunday, you can get 6 free boneless wings the next day on Monday. Is that a thing, really?
Yeah, we just did that last Monday because there was a Pick 6. Actually, the Rams did a Pick 6, and what is a Pick 6? Some people might ask, and that is when the defense intercepts a pass and then returns it for a touchdown the other way. It's called a Pick 6 because they get 6 points after they get the pick being the interception. And when that happens on a Sunday game, and it did last Sunday by the Rams, the very next day is Monday, Pick 6 Monday, and we give out 6 boneless wings with a $10 purchase. And we did hand out quite a few of those, and we're hoping for a Pick 6 this coming Sunday, and you can come on down to the Applebee's, and this is nationwide. You can come down to any Applebee's, and then if you see a Pick 6 the very next day, you're going to get 6 free boneless wings. And don't forget Beaumont and Banning Applebee's, because that's actually where you heard it. Here on the radio.
All right. And again, yes, we love it. We love it. Again, mention KMET. You get a pretty good discount. Beaumont Banning's where it's at. Win a trip. It's still there, by the way. Any $10 that you spend in a single transaction, you earn 10 entry points towards a chance to win a trip for 2 to Super Bowl, New Orleans. I can tell you Bill's not about that right now. Right, Bill?
Well, I sure would like to win that, but of course I can't. That's another nationwide program, coast to coast Applebee's. If you can join online and get into the lottery, the raffle, and that's basically what it is. It's a chance to go to this dream, which I've never been to a Super Bowl. I would love to go, but and one lucky guest of an Applebee's will be getting to go.
Okay, so that makes sense. Well, there you go. Stephanie wants us to know the LA Chargers won against the Cleveland Browns. I'm not going to lie. I just don't pay attention. I'm so sorry. But we've got a lot of things coming up, so I'm super excited about that. Get your entry points at any Applebee's, but remember, Beaumont Banning's where you get the special. So super excited about that. Bill, thank you for spending time with us, and we'll see you next time on Hollywood Live Today.
All right, see you down at Applebee's.
All right, we got more coming up right after this. It's the Almanac. You're going to want to pay attention. Carol, waiting in the wings, ready to go. There she is. Let's see if we can just see her. Yep, ready to go. We'll be right back with more right after this. Stay tuned.
Ready to embark.
Previously on pre-seasoning.
You got to be able to ask people to do things that it gets done. Hey, Joel! Joel!
The new recruits are still finding their feet, but busy tables wait for no one. And to add to it, a new prospect, has joined the team. Sourdough. The team has raised the bar and grill.
Okay.
But anything can change in the blink of an eye. Not to mention, his clearing is unconventional.
Hey, no.
So many red flags, tough decisions had to be made.
It's a little awkward. The intentions are right, but
I'm not gonna put any blame on anyone.
You got to do your best every day, every minute, every second.
Because there's no room for subpar service in this franchise.
This is about being a manager. You got to be able to listen. That's what we demand here.
On the next free seasoning.
Suites and Banning is distinctively suited for your travel time out of the car. Off the road, you'll find a courteous, welcoming staff and spacious rooms with desks, flat-screen HD TVs, and comfortable furnishings. Enjoy the complimentary breakfast buffet, high-speed internet, and fitness center and pool. The Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Banning, conveniently located off the I-10 near golf, gaming, and entertainment. For reservations and information, call 951-572-5500. That's 951-572-5500, or go online at hiebanning.com.
64% of homes are underinsured, and approximately 1 in 8 drivers are underinsured. Whether it's unexpected broken windows from neighborhood kids playing, or the fender bender that your new teen driver just got in, at Little & Sons Insurance Services, they work hard to make sure you have the proper coverage to protect you and your loved ones from life's unexpected perils. Make sure you have the protection you need by working with your local independent insurance agent at Little & Sons Insurance Services. Call 1-844-9-LITTLE. That's 1-844-9-LITTLE, or online at little, the letter N, sons.com. That's littleandsons.com.
That's right. It's Hollywood Live today. We got a lot of things going on. I'm going to say right now, it was sent to me, hey, Almanac. And I go, wait, what Almanac? Almanac is out and it's everywhere. It's, I don't even want to call it this, even though it's like since the 1700s. It's now 2025 and it's spring forward. I tell you, man, there's so many things going on. It's got everything and then some. And I'm not going to lie, they have something for the kids or something else. I don't know what you're going to talk about, but she's the editor in chief. She's doing some great things. But look at that fox, the fox on the cover. So cute. It's the Old Farmer's Almanac for kids too. Who knew? So you can get that, you can get that and that and that and that and all that. Look at that, the ways of the wind. So we got someone with us. Carol's here with us. Carol, what's going on?
Oh, it's great to be here. Thanks for having me on. We're actually working on kids number 11. So that's really exciting to see this one out here. Yeah, they're out there for 2 years. And believe me, people love them year over year. Lots of schools contact us for the kids too.
That makes sense. You got a lot of things going on. I'm excited about that. Jesse's over there. Jesse, you know about the Almanac. What's going on over there, Jesse? Jesse's like, I know everything about the Almanac.
I only know a few things about the Almanac when I was taught in school. Like, it helps you when to plant vegetables for your garden and stuff like that. It weather changes, holidays. But yeah, that's mainly what I know about it.
Well, the craziest thing we do is long-range weather forecasting. Like, who even does that when, short-range weather forecasting isn't, it's getting better actually, but it's also a bit of a gamble. So that's kind of our bread and butter since the beginning, because anybody who grows anything, but also sports enthusiasts or outdoors folks or people who like to watch the night sky are pretty dialed in to what is the weather going to be, and can you even tell me, a year in advance? So that's kind of our bread and butter, as I said, and then all the things that are connected with weather watching, really, like, this idea of growing, we're so dependent on the weather and just being outside. And so we have stories about all of those things in every issue.
Yeah, and I'm excited about it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually looking at it right now, and I'm looking at some of the things that I want. And by the way, I want to say this: we put a link up so everybody could click on because you guys have a website. You have a lot of things there other than just the almanac. You have like stuff for anyone really. I saw a hat, like, ooh, want that. I saw a calendar. Not gonna lie, I want that. And there's a lot of things. So is there anything that you say, ooh, you need that at our site? Because you have a lot of things on your site.
Our hottest ticket item is the gardening calendar. It's almost 40 years old, and it's beautifully illustrated, as well as has incredibly, like all of our products, painstakingly researched and fact-checked information there about plants. But I think what people love about that, and we sell out every year, we sell through whatever we print with the gardening calendar, is that it's different. It's just gorgeous illustrations, so any time of the year you can look at it. It's like this blast of fine art. And if you're a gardener, that's just eye candy, so that's a good one. I really love, it comes out in February, our garden guide. It's just the time of year when you're really jonesing for some color, and especially us here in the north. And so that's a full size magazine that comes out once a year as well, just focused on gardening. So those are some of our hot ticket items besides the Old Farmer's Almanac.
Okay, well, here's what I want to talk about. Jess, I know you want to talk about it too. There is something in, and I saw it and I said, ooh, I want to see it more. It's kind of hard to see it here, but the trend coming up, the almanac is always ahead. This is what people don't understand. You may watch the weather, you may see the news. You say, well, they know what's happening every single day. Yeah, but the almanac knows everything ahead of time. And I don't know if it's on every single year. I don't know if it's been off because we've had a lot of weird weather as of late. Huge things going on. And you go, is that right? Is that right? Is that right? But some of the things here I kind of want to talk about, and one of them is robotics. Robotics is new. And you guys talk about this. What's going on with robotics and gardening and everything having to do with at probably right there on your dinner table or your lunch table or your breakfast table?
Absolutely. I mean, there's so much technology that can help us from, detecting if produce is spoiling, ahead of time versus when we can see it, to being, we do mostly organic gardening and advice, but, commercial growers, they do use integrated pest management. Well, something like a robot could just be so targeted with any kind of agent to help, growth or to stop weeds, that it can be so minimal because of that. And also, the extreme weather, that's what we're all talking about this year and probably for a while, is this idea of how can I make my growing more resilient. And those are things that technology can also help us with. And I will say, there's been a decline in generational farming, right? Kids don't necessarily want to go back to the farm or their parents. Yet, when we see computers and technology being used in farming, that's a really exciting area for a younger person to come back and continue on the farm in a legacy way that's also newfangled, right? So that's kind of an exciting piece of computers also being in farming and technology.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And I will say this, you are, like I said, and again, there's something about you that I understand. Because this is ever since before you were born, before I was born, before anyone was born, really, when you think about it, the 1700s, when did almanacs start? Because I don't think people know the history. They know it's way, but you go, dude, people have been using this before you and I were here, or anyone really.
I know. It's kind of comforting, really, when all the craziness, it's like, well, the moon keeps doing its thing and so does the almanac. So 1792, every other person in America and Canada, maybe even, if we were in Canada, every other person was a grower, feeding their families, their communities. And so we didn't have the internet, we didn't have anything. And so you might have the Bible in your house, you might have the almanac telling you something for every day, entertaining and useful. And maybe if you're lucky near a city, you might get a broadside or something once in a while. But really, that's why we were in homes since the beginning. It's about survival and also being entertained, around the fire at night. And I think you're right. You hit on the mix. Like we are about the tried and true. Lots of people want to harken back to traditions that work. Yet we also are always looking at the new, and that's what farmers have done for centuries, right? Is that we adapt. We talk about the weather, but boy, our forefathers, our ancestors, our mothers and grandmothers, they saw a lot of changes too, and they adapted. And so that's what the almanac is about. It's like, how can we make the most of what we've got, and bring people together around that in the meantime.
Yeah, and I have a question, and the reason I brought you up, Jess, is because let me bring it up this way instead. Sorry, I'm messing up here, all left, right, and center. Really need someone else to do the switching for us. Jess, I got a question. She said since 1792. Now, here's a question, and I think there is something there. Maybe not. You'll be like, "What? I've never seen it before." 1492. Then so many years later, 92, the almanac is born. Coincidence? I think not. What do you think, Jess? He's a conspiracy theorist. I know it.
I don't know what you're talking about. What happened in 1492? Oh, I think someone sailed the ocean blue. Huh? I don't know. Numbers, once you start going into numbers and stuff like that. I remember when I was younger, when my teacher would explain the almanac to us, I was just like, no one can predict the weather. Which? And she would laugh and be like, no, it's science, all this other stuff. I was like, okay, I'll see you. But Almanacs has always been an interesting book, especially you just have to like sit down and read it and stuff like that. I wish I would have known about that while I was planting my garden. Garden did not end up well. I'm planting the wrong things during the wrong season. So we live, we learn.
We do, and honestly, it feels new every year, and that's why I've been gardening for years, but I sometimes I still have to reread, like, what is the best way to germinate seeds? It's okay. You get to start again every year. So don't worry, next year is coming.
Yeah, now I have a question really quick. Social media, Steph, we brought this up earlier, says, I know in Ohio we have weird weather. It was 80 degrees election day this year, and usually it snows. Is that like what's going on there? Because I have a calendar here. I don't know if I want to bring it up. And I don't know if this is like over the next few, or is it like, what is this calendar that I'm looking at, and what does it mean?
So this is really talking about what is the winter weather in North America this year. What is we talk about, I don't know if you know, but the new normals temperatures were updated for both the US and Canada recently. And no surprise, we're seeing, lots of warmer temperatures. December alone in every single state in North America is 1 to 2 degrees warmer than it used to be. Now, some places are experiencing, kind of winter hangovers and having, colder weather longer into the spring. But this map is showing you overall, look at where the snow is, really only in the middle band of the country. We're talking about mild and dry or mild and wet in many, many places. We're calling for a very mild winter almost everywhere. And those places that see precipitation are probably going to see a lot of snow when it's cold enough. So you can kind of get a sense wherever you are on the map that it's going to be this much compared to normal. So where you are, milder and wetter, for the winter. So this is what the map overall tells you. So, but we're looking again next year to be at another record-breaking summer of heat. And it's mostly science, but it's really about sun science. That's how we do the long range forecasting. A lot of people have been seeing aurora borealis very far south. That's because we've had a super active cycle 25. These are the 11-year cycles of magnetic storms on the sun, and they do affect our weather. Not like there's a storm on the sun and we get a hot summer. It's obviously more complicated, but we can look at patterns over those 25 cycles and really look at what happened in this kind of year with these kind of other indicators. And that's how we base our long range forecasts, is on those indicators.
Well, I see a lot of notes behind you. I see a calendar that I want. It's the moon calendar. I want that calendar. Yeah, right. That's the one. I want that calendar. I saw it. I said, I want that. Because
cool.
I put a lot of things on the calendar. I put warnings. I put, oh no. I put, what's going to happen? And I go, oh no. So there you go. That's the answer. Anyway, Carol, look, I know you got a lot of things. I love that big. What's that almanac behind you? Why is it so big? I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was like one of our like little graphics, but no, that's huge. What is that?
Yeah, it's a poster board. It's we use these, because we do a lot of interviews. We're always hawking in our wares like almanac makers from way before. So, it's just kind of a nice visual to remind people we've had that cover. It's been artistically designed to be a better print, but it's been around forever. I know a lot of people change their covers, but that is us. And so, we want people to recognize it. There are imitators out there. That's okay. We're flattered, but yeah, that's us. So we want people to know, big and bold.
Well, I'm not going to lie. This is the 200 and is it 33rd? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Do the
Mm-hmm.
numbers, do the math. Got it. Okay. Since 1792. I'm telling you, man, there's something there about that. But there you go. That's the answer. So I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to it. I know us over here at KMET, especially Bill Bruns, loves Almanac. He's like, have them on. I go, okay. So I'm glad we got you. We're excited. Again, I do want to say this for the little ones in the room who go, what about me? There's a little fox. He's so cute. And there's a really good story in there. The ways of the way. I'm not going to lie. I have to do a plug. I have a butterfly story. And I see you have a lot of stuff on your site about butterflies. So I'm kind of wondering, is there something we can do? I don't know.
Yeah. Talk to me about butterflies anytime.
Exactly. So I'm excited. Thank you very much, Carol. Thank you for spending time with us. Jess, you got anything else to say before we let Carol go?
No, actually, I'm kind of glad she explained it was a poster board. I was just like, that's a pretty cool graphic. And then I was like, maybe it's just a giant book. So I was just like, that'd be cool if an almanac was that size. I was like, that's awesome.
Our easy to read large print isn't that big, but it's big. Thank you.
Going on. Thank you so very much for spending time with us. And thank you again for everything Almanac. Thank you, Carol.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Okay, we'll be right back with more right after this.
Discover the desert's best at Hyatt Palm Springs All-Suite Resort. Nestled on Palm Canyon Drive in the heart of downtown, the Hyatt Palm Springs puts you steps away from premier shopping, dining, nightlife, and local attractions. Immerse yourself in luxury with our spacious suites, each featuring a private balcony offering stunning mountain or city views. Unwind by our refreshing pool, savor delicious cuisine at our adjacent restaurant and bar, or simply relax in your suite. At Hyatt Palm Springs, you're perfectly positioned to explore iconic sites like the Walk of Stars, Village Fest, Indian Canyons, the Marilyn Monroe statue, and the renowned Palm Springs Art Museum. Experience all the desert has to offer. Book your stay today at the Hyatt Palm Springs, your gateway to an unforgettable getaway. For reservations, visit our website.
And use code SUNFUN24. That's SUNFUN24.
Tired of waiting in line for overpriced coffees and packaged rolls? Make a change and stop for coffee or espresso and a fresh homemade apple fritter or ham and cheese croissant at Donut Delight on Highland Springs Road in Banning, just off the I-10 freeway. Donut Delight is a family-owned business with a friendly staff who has served the past area for 22 years. Donut Delight on the corner of Highland Springs Road and Ramsey Street, just off the I-10 freeway. Donut Delight opens daily at 4:30 a.m.
We're in the studio with Fred Penny, managing attorney with Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers. Fred, tell us what makes you the number one choice for handling personal injury cases.
Most of our firm is made up of former insurance company trial lawyers with extensive experience handling all types of personal injury matters. We believe that gives us a distinct advantage.
That's Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers with locations throughout California. For a free consultation, go to pennyandassociates.com or call 1-800-616-4-LAW. That's 1-800-616-4-LAW.
Hello, listeners. This is Christopher from The Christopher Show. Hey, if you missed one of our shows here at KMET, don't worry about it. You can go to our webpage, and that's KMET1490am.com. Go to the homepage, click on the SoundCloud tab, and hear any show anytime you want. Your pharmacy and mobility solutions is now Beaumont Pharmacy with a new location at the Sundance Corporate Center. That's at the corner of Highland Springs and 8th in Suite 110. Of course, they still have Pack Your Meds. No more counting out the pills, dropping them on the floor. Oh, what a mess. And they have a full selection of pharmaceutical CBD, wheelchairs, over-the-counter meds, you name it, they've got it. So if you're looking for the best and you want the best pharmacy, you go to Beaumont Pharmacy at their new location, 835 North Highland Springs, Beaumont Avenue in Beaumont, California, Suite 110. Give them a call, 951-845-8255. 8252.
That's right. It's Hollywood Live today. We got a lot of things, and well, I will say this: I am so glad we interviewed because I'm not gonna lie, I thought we did Almanac before, but Almanac, everything good. Usually, when you go, I didn't want to say this with her on, but usually when you go to the store, it's the little yellow one. You go, why is it there? If you get in, you just pick it up. You go, ooh, wow, and then you go, huh, and then you go, right. We got Jess over there. Jess, you know a little bit more than the Almanac than I thought you did.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I completely forgot about it until you mentioned it, and then I remember, oh yeah, they used to talk about like the future weather for the year, when's the best time to plant your certain vegetables and stuff like that. Waves like for the beaches and stuff like that. So yeah, I really thought they could predict the future. So that was my thing when I was younger. I was just like, what?
And they can, in a way, they can, and you go ooh because now you're ahead rather than behind. So, and there are some people that I'm not gonna lie, I would think like if they could, they would contribute to the Almanac. They say no, because there's some people that feel it in the bones, some people that they just know, they feel it, they know it. But it's been weird all over. I'm gonna bring up another comment again. Because Steph has it. She says in Ohio it's weird, 80 degrees, and usually it snows around this time, so it's been off. And anyone that says it's been on, I go 2020 and beyond, it's been off. She talked about the aurora borealis. I didn't know that about the sun. I have a question on the inner core of the earth as well. They are talking cycles, and cycles are important. It does talk cycles, I will say that. And I didn't know, she kind of alluded to it, they usually don't, about how they get like their information, but it's a lot of like everything. So I go ooh. So very interesting, very interesting. So there it is, the Almanac. If you want it, you'll want it, and there you go. It's very easy to find. It's right there, the Old Farmer's Almanac, right there. You could find it and you can have it, and you can be like, wow, I want it. And like I say, for the little one, so cute. I love the little fox. The fox is so cute. So that's available too. And it's for kids. And it's not all Almanac stuff. It's like stuff in it that's really good, like that. It's a little story, The Ways of the Wind. So cute. So I think you'll like that. I think your little one will like it. And there you go. And that's the answer. All right, Jess, I know there's other things out. What's going on?
Oh, yes. So you know what? There's another holiday movie that's coming out soon. It will be here in around 2 weeks. It's streaming. It's not on theater, but it's streaming straight to, I think, Paramount Plus.
Okay, what is it?
It's a movie called Dear Santa. It's with Jack Black.
Okay, there's a lot of things about deer. I saw something on Netflix as well, like we know about something happening in the end of time or something like that. I don't know, but what's that about? What are you talking about, Jess?
So this movie is about a young boy who accidentally sends, he doesn't accidentally. He sends his Santa letter. I want this, I want that, I want this. But he messes up the spelling. So instead of sending it to Santa, he sends it to Satan, which is Jack Black.
Okay, that makes sense. Why not? Why not? That's the kind of movie that Jess say, or not. We got kids watching, Jess.
It's a comedy movie, so I'm assuming it'll be funny. I'm assuming it'll be a good Satan and not like horrifying. I mean, I remember
the obvious Satan of all. I don't know which Christian person's going to say, let's go see that with the way you just said it, but that's all right.
I know that is true. But
we're going to hate mail, I guarantee it.
Yeah. There's a few holiday movies. Well, I don't even know if it's a holiday movie. It's about, I think it's called Rare Exports, and it's a foreign film. I think it was made like 15 years back, and it was about a group of people that found this giant thing in the ice, and it turns out to be Santa. But this Santa's not nice. He's mean.
There's a lot of things about Santa. Again, that red one looks about that. So
yeah, to be honest, I want to see Red One. That just looks like a fun movie to watch.
It looks good. It looks good. It looks good. I'm about the polar. The polar, right? Is a polar in this one, right? Or is it a?
No, it's a polar bear. Hopefully, he's not addicted to Coca-Cola. Don't want to get that.
What's his name? What's it? Coke's like, dude, we thought we had the bear. I don't think so. The bear's everywhere. So there you go. Pretty good. There's the answer. So there you go. Well, I'm not going to lie. I'm looking at the news and entertainment, and I'm saying, well, people are upset. Which, again, if you just would have watched the show, you would have been ahead of it. Here's a headline, Jess. Joker 2 was, get this, disappointing. Warner Brothers admits. Wonder why.
I could have told you that from the moment they announced that movie. First off, it should have never been called Joker.
Yeah.
Second, we don't really want a musical about the Joker.
We don't.
And just, I don't know, just something about the Joker being like a mental illness type of thing. I was not a fan of that.
And the ending, it was just like, why? So, I don't know. That's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, so there you go. I really say don't even bother with this one. I know they need to make money, but I don't know. And Lady Gaga was in it. I get that. But just because you have her in it doesn't mean you need a musical. That's all I'm going to say about that. Moana, again, they're saying it's eclipsing Inside Out 2. They are predicting, so pretty good about that. I forgot about this. Trekker. Oh, my mother likes that. It says after Trekker season 2 premiere revealed why a character is MIA. Here's what one star said. I have no idea what the star said. I apologize. I don't have the information. But Stranger Things, evidently another season. Is that true? Or do you know?
Oh, yes. They're coming out with the final season for Stranger Things, which was, I completely forgot about that show. I don't even remember when the last season happened. Do you?
I'm not going to lie. I like right in the middle. Something happened. I got busy or something came up. I didn't get it, but it's like season 5 and they say all 8 episodes are like, whoop, so you go, ooh, even better. And there you go. So we'll see. I don't really know, but you said like so I hate that everything's like ending. So I go, why? But so I don't know.
Well, to be fair, it should have ended a while ago. Be like, first off, when they started this show, they were kids. Now they're like in their 20s now, and they're still playing like the kids in like 16 or something. I'm like, come on. They just need to like,
oh, keep it cool. He's just strange. You want to know about the things around you. Why not? So there you go. That's the answer. But all right. Well, there you go. I guess that's it. There's really nothing out, people. There's nothing unless you have something or you see something. Oh, there's something with Andrew Garfield. Have you seen that? And with what's her name that's in Black Widow, the sister.
Yes, I have heard. I know what movie you're talking about. I do not know the name, but I've heard good things about it.
Florence Pugh.
Yes.
Okay. She hates Pug. Don't say Pug. We live in time. All right. Nothing about the way the title is, but you go, I wonder. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But them together, not really a match. Not going to lie. But the story is really good. You go, ooh. And I'm not going to say anything about like what happens, but it is rated R for a reason. She's very pregnant in this one. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, that's all I'm going to allude to. She's very because I don't think anyone's going to see it. I'm not going to lie. I don't think anyone's going to see it. You know,
I believe it's a rom-com or just a rom.
No, there is nothing calm about.
I know, my bad. I just meant to say
there
that.
There is nothing calm about.
It's a drama.
It's actually a good one of when Spidey meets. Is it like Spidey meets Gwen in a different way? Because she hits him in the film, and that's how they meet, like with her car. Seriously, I got invited to. There's a tie-in. We're going to an automobile show. I got an invite. I'm supposed to let people know or not. I think he said keep it under wraps. I think they're premiering new cars, so we're going to probably be talking about that around the corner. Anyway, I'm out of time. It's Hollywood Live. Thank you for making everything with us, and we'll see you around the corner. Thank you. Bye.